It's Nightgown at the Grateful Fed with Casey Easton.
So we're doing a beer draw. Does anybody else want to get in this beer draw?
Every Thursday night at the Grateful Fed. Awe-inspiring guests and some we just make fun of.
No, it's not IPA.
It's not IPA, Bill. I'm sorry.
Going once? Going twice? Zoe!
Yeah.
Pull the name out of the hat.
No.
Do it, Spider-Man. You doing it. What is it? Who's the winner?
Can we have a drum roll from the audience? Would that be okay? I'm a little dramatic. Noel!
Oh, yeah! You too!
Noel, you've won yourself. Beer or wine? Do you like sangria?
Do you like sangria?
Yeah, my table one.
Sangria.
My people.
They like sangria.
Sangria. Let me get sangria.
Get sangria.
Yes?
You want sangria? Oh, you'll like it.
He'll have it.
It's not an IPA. That's my impression of Bill. Did you like
It was really good. I'm so proud of you.
Sangria it is. Congratulations. Miss Noel. I don't know what her last name is. Is it Jeffries? You got divorced a long time ago. I don't know if it's still Jeffries. It's probably easier for the passport.
Probably. This is common. Is that it?
I guess so. So without further ado, let's bring up our next guest, Mr. Dylan Ranny. Ranny.
Oh, I have to go?
Yeah. We need the chair. Nothing personal, we just need the chair.
I'm so small, I could fit.
You can.
Hi, Dylan. I'm Zoe.
It's less small. We're back there. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So let's ask you some questions.
Okay.
Dylan is a drummer, a musician, and a painter.
And a sculptor.
And a sculptor.
And sometimes an actor.
And sometimes an actor.
A juggler of many ideas.
Do you juggle?
I wish, no I don't.
No.
No. I tie balloon animals though.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can do about 40 of them.
Everything I do looks like cock and balls. Everything.
Well, it's really only so many
Like it's a
shapes you
giraffe.
can work
What do you-
with a balloon, you know?
Yeah, cocks and balls.
Cocks and balls.
Right.
To make a giraffe.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your favorite swear word?
Maybe like a hyphenated rat bastard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
got
Because
the
no one
hyphen
ever
in there,
says
huh?
it anymore.
Yeah.
But if you did hear it, you'd be like,
You mutt, you rat
you
bastard.
rat bastard.
Yeah. So what instruments do you play? How many instruments do you actually play?
Just really like drums and percussion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I sing as well.
Yeah.
And I can play guitar and tuba and a bunch of things like very little.
Yeah.
But I'm basically just a drummer.
Kind of like me. I say I know a lot of languages, but
Yeah,
really
exactly,
it's like,
yeah.
what time's the bus coming and
Yeah,
where's the
yeah,
bathroom?
exactly. Where's the bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a musician until you see somebody else play. You're like, I'm not fucking jamming with that guy. So I've done some research, and by doing research, I mean Ryan wrote some questions.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So what's it like to go without a smartphone for a day? It's kind of an inside story. Why don't you tell them why I asked you that weird question?
I don't know. Why
Did you go
asked
6
me.
months off the grid or something like that? Or?
Oh yeah. I lived in Mexico with my wife, in a small little village in Oaxaca.
And their Wi-Fi sucked.
No Wi-Fi. Yeah. Actually, that's not true. In the town center, you could get Wi-Fi.
Really?
And most of the kids had cell phones, but they were all like the old, cheap, giant flip phones from like the early 2000s that we all send down to them probably. Yeah. It was. So, but really, yeah, it wasn't really like it wasn't a lot of internet. It was a lot of great people and making relationships. So good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Being a human being.
Being a human being. Yeah.
So cell phones, I got a bit of a problem with cell phones myself.
Tell me.
So I recently went to Disneyland, right? And my daughter, who would, I swear to God, she would not forget her cell phone anywhere. You know, like she'd forget to put on clothes before she'd forget her cell phone, right?
Yeah.
So she sits down and she's like on her phone, takes her passport, like whatever, sticks it in the magazine rack at the plane. Just why do we have to fly, right? Cell phone.
Yeah.
watches movies, whatever. We land. It's like Wi-Fi comes on. Oh my God, there's Wi-Fi. The only time she ever smiles as a human being is when she's taking a selfie and posting it, right?
Because she wants people to think of her as a smiling person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's just angry. And she's
hard work.
Get me off the plane.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your passport? Oh, fucking no.
How old is she?
She's 15.
There it is. 15, folks.
Yeah, I'm starting to hate cell phones. So here's the other question from Ryan. So you work in the arts, right? Like you actually work in the arts is what you do.
Full-time artist.
Full-time artist. That is really impressive.
I'm glad you think so.
I do.
It's,
Well, you're in a room full of like actors and musicians and people that are just like, I pump gas and then I have to.
Starving for life. Yeah.
So the next question from Ryan is this. So when are you going to get a real job?
It's a great question.
You're a dick. I love it.
Probably never.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah, because I already have one, Ryan.
Being an artist.
And I'm a full-time dad, which is a pretty good job too. Nice. There you go.
So how does it feel as a musician to open for a rock star?
Feels like a job.
Go for George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
Bad to the bone. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun few shows.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You actually did a little one on
Yeah,
tour.
we did a
couple
little
shows?
leg with him. We hung out in his trailer with him. Yeah, he's an interesting cat.
Is he weird or what?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really leave his trailer. Comes out, he plays the gig, gets all sweaty. They carry him off in like a James Brown cape.
Oh yeah.
And he goes straight to the trailer, has a shower, and passes out. And then on to the next town.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and all of his crew are.
Pacing himself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's getting up there
I've
now.
been
I
on
don't
tour.
think he's doing the bourbon, scotch, and beer as much these days.
Right.
You know, so he's
I've
edgy.
I've been on tour myself, and after
you?
the first couple of weeks, you're like, give me some fucking veggies and some bottled water and a nap.
Well, you see, like, when you tour with a band, you get a rider sometimes, and they get you some stuff, and everyone thinks, oh, what do you put in your rider? Do you put like a 40 of Jack and a bunch of blow? I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I put like a veggie tray and some like Nevea water
Yep.
and some celery is important.
And we all
you lose weight eating celery.
We all saw Amy Winehouse's last few concerts when she had on her technical rider that she wanted some blow and some of her own. Solo cup.
I love Amy Winehouse.
Me too.
And I think she is so much like the epitome of why artists need people to take care of them.
Yeah.
We're a delicate bunch.
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
If my daddy thinks I'm fine.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to open for a rock star when you know that you're technically a better musician than everybody else that's on stage with him?
What kind of a question is that?
I don't know, Ryan wrote it.
Oh man, honestly, George Thorogood tours with the Delaware Destroyers, and they're a killer band. And the drummer, actually, I got to meet his drummer, and he's a really cool guy. They're all amazing. They're monster musicians.
Yeah.
And you don't get to that level of touring and not be a monster.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what's with the mustache?
And what product do you
We're just scratching the surface here. I love it. This mustache is actually called a whiz-bang mustache.
A whiz-bang.
And I like it because even when I'm upset, I still look like I'm smiling.
Yes. That's a fucking good answer. I love that.
I can have, a resting bitch face, and it's still.
Yeah. It's still like that guy's approachable.
Yeah, totally. I
You
want
know?
to talk to that guy. He's got silly facial
He
hair.
looks so mad. You can almost imagine that his 15-year-old daughter left her passport on a plane or something, but he still looks approachable.
He looks like he could live at Disneyland. It's great.
Just live there.
Just like your daughter.
It's positive.
Yeah.
Almost left her there. It was fun. So what actor do you most get compared to? This is sort of a generic, general question that I.
What actor?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what actor I would get compared to, but my favorite story about someone comparing me to an actor
There you go.
was a really nice old lady who came up to me and she said, "You look just like Van from Reba." Never seen Reba. I don't know who Van is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and at this time I didn't have a mustache back
Yeah.
then. I was a little skinnier, and I didn't have the dad pounds on me.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I didn't get it. I hadn't seen the show, and I just said, okay, thanks. And then I like went away, and my friend was like, what was that about? And I was like, gosh, she said I looked like a guy named Van from Reba. And my friend was like, yeah! And I was like, oh no, this is the worst. And then, yeah.
I
so
get compared to the fat sheriff guy from Stranger Things. Like, is it the alcoholism or the depression or the smoking? I don't know which one it is.
It's the distrusting eyes. I don't know. What's that guy's name? Does anybody know that actor's name? And he's amazing.
He's actually pretty good.
He's a really good actor. Yeah, great actor.
He's playing Hellboy now in the next incarnation of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So is it, here's another Ryan question. Is it true that drummers get laid more than everybody else in the band? And I'm a musician, and the bands I was in, the drummer never got laid.
No, you know why? Is because those kinds of girls aren't interested in waiting as long as it takes for the drummer to be done. I'll go with the bass player. He's already packed up.
Yeah. So are we talking about sex right now, or are you talking about striking the stage?
It's all the same to me. I'm monogamous.
Okay, we already went over the mustache.
David Harbour.
Yes, David Harbour.
Yes, David Harbour. Man.
Harbour. Thank God for Google.
Thank God for Google.
Yeah.
And thank God.
Yeah.
So do you paint? You paint.
I do paint.
You paint so you can meet women? Is that why you do it? You're monogamous. We just went over this. Ryan, do your research. You're bad. Researcher.
My wife is also a painter.
Is she?
Yeah, we're both full-time
So you do it
artists.
so you can hang out with women, being your wife.
I hang out with my
'Cause you're a
wife.
good man.
Yeah, we paint together. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been painting together since before we were dating. Yeah. We actually had our own business painting murals together before we were dating, and then it was the business.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Liz. Liz Ranney. She's a great artist.
Hi,
She teaches all over
do?
Kelowna.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
You know?
Liz is a great artist. She does graphic design, app design, web design. She paints. She teaches. She's a great mom.
Nice.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like she's lucky too. You know what the mustache reminds me a little bit of is
What?
Salvatore Dali.
Yes!
Yeah.
One of my heroes in a very eccentric way because he was a total fucking weirdo.
Oh, he was a weirdo.
Total weirdo. He used to have like weird orgies and like paint dead bodies.
He's like Picasso.
That's just well, like weird ones where like would there be like ants and excrement and like weird weird. He was into he had some weird friends. It was weird. But all that aside, I love him as a painter.
Yep.
I love his mustache. You know, he was one of those artists who just did not give a crap what anybody.
He was a rock
thought
star
about it.
of an artist.
Yeah, he was a rock star of an artist.
He'd be like, Picasso, he's got a style, but he's a nothing compared to Salvatore Dali.
Yeah. Yeah, Picasso, not such a big Picasso fan.
No,
Yeah, he
no.
was
I actually saw
total
Picasso
weirdo.
Erotique in Montreal, and it was just basically people banging horses and all kinds of different sketches of it, right? I'm like, fuck. How's the tea? The tea's good?
Picasso had one quote that I really liked. He said,
Yeah.
he said it took, I don't know if you know what Rembrandt is.
Yes,
He's a really
of course.
famous Renaissance.
Yep.
So he said, it took me 10 years to paint like Rembrandt.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 30 years to paint like a child.
Right.
And that's the best thing Picasso ever said.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
We children, and then we think we have to become something better than children, and then
Yeah.
we spend the rest of our lives trying to go back to being children.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like
I think
the
it's like
artistic
that
process.
a lot
wrapped
with
up.
personalities and stuff too. So when we were coming back from Disneyland, because we had 34 hours on a train, so my daughter and I actually were able to have conversations.
Oh, good.
You know, so she's like, I'm bored of my phone. It's like, let's put that down then for a second, right?
You're my second choice, Dad.
But the one thing I'm kind of saying to her is like, what I went through in life is all the things that I wanted to do, like be an actor, be a singer, be a performer, be a bass player, a musician, all these things that I wanted to do. Was never. It was like, what do you want to do when you grow up, right? It's like, well, I want to be a professional hockey player. Well, that's not. It's just not gonna. Like all these dreams and things that just instinctively you have.
Let's crush them.
And things you're actually good at. Yeah, it's like, well, no, you need to work. You need to make it to work 9 to 5 every single day in some cubicle in an office. Otherwise, you are a failure.
Crushing
right?
it. Crushing it.
Yeah. So that's kind of the advice I was giving to her. It's like, what are you going to do after school?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even know. I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. Find out who were you like 10, 20 years ago? Right?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
she's 15, so let's go back 10 years.
What did you want to be when you were a fetus?
When you're a twinkle in your dad's eye.
What do you mean you don't remember?
But just hold on to that shit, Like,
I'm drunk again. No.
oh, dear, yeah. So what is it that you love about our fair city here of Kelowna?
Kelowna.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say the weather.
I'm going to be honest. I hated this town for a long time.
Well, the next question is,
but
what do you hate
I'm
about
really liking it now.
Are you?
Yeah, I am, because Kelowna is starting to get culturally, it's starting to hit this sweet spot
Yeah.
of, just like you mentioned.
I think we have a good mayor
it's
now as far as that stuff goes.
Colin's a friend of mine, for better or for worse. I think he needs another 4 years to figure it out. So I voted for him.
Yep.
And I'm really happy my friend Ryan Don got in again. I wish he had gone a little bit higher up on the list, but next year, next election, I used to play drums for him, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes. I actually play drums in 5 bands right now. So working hard at music, and I think one thing we need to get better at in this town is more venues, more support for our local musicians, more support for our local music scene. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's true.
No, it's true, because honestly, that's what's going to make this town a better
I was a musician in Vancouver, and I was saying that,
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, but
What do you play?
Victoria, I play bass mostly and sing.
Nice.
But in Victoria, a smaller place, there is a lot more support, even though it's like a smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that this size city we could do something with a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. The community is here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if you knew, but like a lot of the bands in town, like we all give each other, we share gigs, we all hang out,
Yeah.
we love each other.
Good.
We even put on a little festival out in the woods called Ampin Camp where we just play for each other. And it's like there's a great community here, but the problem is there needs to be more communication to the general public about what's going on.
Yep.
So that we can all, buy groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Starving artists. What is it you hate about this town?
Politics, bureaucracy, selfish money, isolationism, materialism, conflated capitalism. Oh, I could go on, but honestly, it's like one of those things where it's like you can judge the outside world, but really you can only look at yourself. You have to say, well, who am I in this?
Be the
How am I?
change.
Yeah, be the change you want to see in
Well, it's
Kelowna.
true, though.
But it's so true.
Yeah.
Kelowna needs people to step up and make changes, and I think it's happening.
Yep. I think we need to get teenagers off of cell phones when they're on airplanes and not lose their passports as well. I agree with you entirely.
Get 'em- yeah, absolutely.
What did you want to be when you were young? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a scientist. And I actually studied science at university, and then I switched to visual arts, and that's where I met my wife. So
Nice.
it all got better.
So it all worked out. The big Plinko game of life worked out for you.
Yeah.
You're not doing boring science stuff.
I still like science.
Do you have any hidden talents? Do you do impressions?
I do impressions.
Do an impression for us.
Oh, okay. I can do 2 decent impressions and a bunch of meh.
Okay, do the 2 decent ones.
Okay, so I can do the
Wait,
voice.
he's gonna do an impression. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, sorry. We got 2. I got too deep for comedy there. I'm sorry. I can do the movie voice guy. Okay.
One man in a land full of legend.
That's really fucking good.
Casey Easton stars in Nightcap.
That's real. That's better than I can do.
The world. In a land.
It's always in a world.
With a journey.
In a time.
In a time. One time.
And then the other one is I can do a pretty good Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. This is the actual microphone that works.
Oh, that's what. Oh, I don't know.
That's
It's a psych.
It's not even plugged in.
It's not even plugged in.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing? Hello. Put in this beer.
No, it's that one.
Okay.
Stupid Fahrenheit. They steals it from us. They steals the precious.
That's really good.
And then if he wants to talk, he can just go a little bit higher and it sounds a little bit cute. So like this.
So then you forgive him.
And you forgive him
Yeah.
for being
And then you trust him again.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
Before he bites your finger off.
Yeah.
And what's the third one? Didn't you have a third one?
You had walking.
Everybody does walking.
Everybody's walking.
Do you do walking?
Nah. Not good walking. Only a few people do a good walking.
Yeah.
You know.
Janet did a good one.
Yeah. You did a great walking.
I had to prepare my impressions. I would have done one
Well,
of you.
you know. Yeah, I don't know. Impressions are always fun. I used to do musical theater type stuff. I did a really good Freddie Mercury actually.
Really? Can you?
Oh no, it wasn't just like I don't talk like Freddie Mercury. It was like I had the whole outfit, the mustache.
Yeah.
I did the dancing.
Yeah.
I whipped the microphone around
Yeah.
and I sang the song.
Did you have the overbite?
And it was,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I had like a ripped muscle shirt with like the lightning bolt, and I had like the white pants with the red stripe down.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it was really fun. And then I had a lot of fun when I was acting more when I was younger. I had a lot of fun doing character stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I act.
Right?
Character stuff.
Right? Character stuff. I miss acting. One day when I'm less
Get back.
insanely.
This is all these people here are actors.
Yeah,
Did you just hear what he said? This is acting.
one day when I'm less.
Do you want to do Shakespeare? You want to be in the 12th Night?
So
last thing you did was the Shakespeare.
I've been Romeo. I did Mark Antony.
You look
and
way younger than Matt Brown. That's weird.
I did. I've done Mark Antony in Julius Caesar, and I did Hortensio and Tammy the Shrew.
Don't say that. Stephen.
Yeah. See me afterwards. All right. Yeah. I don't have any time. That's the problem. I'm in 4 bands. I'm doing session work. I got another kid on the way.
Another kid on the way?
And second daughter coming.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks, yeah.
Bag.
But I really do plan on getting back into acting one of these years. Yeah.
Okay, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Dylan Ranning, everybody.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. It was really good. Those impressions were great.
Nightcap at the Grateful Fed with Casey Easton. Reserve your seats now.